So are we? Did we just start turn 4? Yeah. Yeah. I flipped it and then I did my artillery.
Yeah.
So turn 4 continuing here. So dice are in the bag, ready to roll. All right, ready for me to draw?
Yep.
And black. What do I want to do now? I feel pretty happy with the shooting in there. I was going to assault before, but now...
Oh, on the infantry?
Yeah. I think I will not do with them right now. Just need to get out of that mortar fire. So I'm going to do a snap 2 again with my lieutenant.
Just get these guys out of the way since they're all dead.
So my lieutenant's going to do a run. Pioneers are going to run.
Obstacles actually stay on the board too. They don't just disappear. So
Yeah.
they can be preoccupied or used or by the enemy.
And I'm just going to run with these guys for this turn. I don't think shooting's going to do much against that pillbox and get to a better position. So the Pioneers are going to run into this building.
Okay.
Look at their wounds. These guys are going to run. Just into this general area. So they're not going to go into that. It'll probably be an advance order. So it's going to come up on a bit. Alright, so just some running this turn.
Okay. What am I gonna do?
This episode brought to you by Guinness. Guinness Drought Stop. Smooth and creamy. Guinness, send me money.
The squad here is gonna attempt to rally.
Okay. So it's their base of 8. But I did kill their NCO, right? So 7. 8. Haha.
8, so they fail.
They go down.
Down.
I'm tempted. I was tempted to assault them, but I think the risk might be too great. I just keep plowing them with gunfire and as I work my way around them. But then once I move out of point blank, I'll be hitting on fucking
Okay.
double downs. I'll be on 7s.
Yeah.
As I stand right next to them, they'll be on 6s.
Alright, well that's machine gun. 2, 3, 4. The squad again.
I'm gonna take it this turn because I can't sit back there. I wanted to get into this entrenchment and then start returning some light machine gun fire, but I didn't have enough. I had to come around.
Basically basically they have that 180, so they can theoretically turn this way and fire.
Yeah, but I wanted to try to put some fire back on them to get them up, but I needed to do a run order to get them in a better spot.
So 5 dice, and I'd measured it. It was about
Yep,
18
threes.
inches, so 3 ups. That's 4.
Okay. 5's wound though. That's what I'm hoping for. I use my NCO reroll.
Okay, well, there's 1 6, so.
Well, I'm gonna use my
Reroll.
NCO reroll on the 2 wound.
Nope,
All
nothing.
right.
And
So pin marker.
yep. A pin, but nobody died. That helped.
Yeah.
You get a
He's my
guy.
guy who escorted the prisoner back. I could
Oh,
just-
the head lieutenant.
Yeah,
That's right.
I could take him off.
Okay.
But he didn't die. So if
No.
you, because I'm still at 50%. So the only reason I'm monitoring it is because when I replenish my squads, I don't want to take a negative modifier for having less than 50%.
I'll let you keep track of that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because if I got depleted below 50%, I think we were talking there's a possibility that when I replenish my squad, it may not be veteran.
Yeah.
But
see,
I'm just
see
trying
for
to-
example, with the non-core
I'm
forces.
trying to not lose more than 50% casualties in my squads because I don't want to end up with a veteran squad that turns into a regular.
Right. Yeah.
Now, maybe not so much after the turn 1, but I'm just trying to get used to the habit of not losing 50% because I'm terrible. I'll throw my guys.
Yeah. See, and that's not how this
Right.
is working. You got to take your objectives, but you can't. You know, you're trying to minimize your losses.
Right,
if
I'm
possible.
used to. I'm going to take the objective. If I got 3 guys left, oh well. But so now I'm trying to monitor it. So he's alive. He just
Yeah.
escorted a prisoner back.
And like with this Pioneer squad right here that got ripped up, you know, since they'll could come into play. Like for example, when you possibly if you get a different squad or something in the future, they may not be full strength.
Right.
For example.
Or maybe you'll give me the choice. Do you want to be 6 guys at veteran, or do you want to be 10 guys at regular?
Right.
Black. So I'm gonna test these guys because I took a pin. They're 10, so it'll be a 9. It pass, and I did stay full strength, so I got a reroll since I used that reroll to keep from being wounded. And I'm gonna do. I'll need. Because the bunker counts as hard cover down all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I need 7s. I'm not even going to bother shooting it in this turn. I'm just going to run.
Well, no, it doesn't count as hard cover. It just counts as what's the bunker?
Bunkers are pretty badass.
Well, I know. See, I know it is mainly with indirect. It was the thing because you don't take the casualties. You count as down, just like the other rule. But then there was something else. I got it marked here.
Or is it just hard cover and I can't do casualties? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just hard cover, but I can't actually kill anybody.
Where was the fossil trenches, gun pits? Where was the bunker thing at? You know, that might have been in that other book. Yeah.
I'm just going to run
Yeah.
anyway this turn because I want to be in a position to get in some firing positions next turn. I'm just going to run.
Oh, I know where it said it. Listen, it says it in the printout here. Should have remembered this. Oh, this is the one that says page 127, bolt action rules.
Of the main rulebook?
Yeah, I'll look it up if it's.
Yeah, there you go.
in here. Oh, it is doubled. So instead of a -2, it's a -4. That's what it is. That's what you were thinking for direct fire,
Yeah.
not counting terrain.
Yeah, so it's
That's
so it's
what
not
they say.
not down per se, but it's minus double. Yeah,
Yeah,
minus
and that's
4.
where the HE is.
Even if I just stand there and shoot those guys at point blank range, I'm on a 6. I got a lot of shots, but shit, I should have a flamethrower walk over here and fucking, because I would ignore the down and ignore the cover. Should just been flaming across the creek. I guess it's. Do I want to assault? We go Simo. I have more guys. I have 2 more guys. I'm veteran. You're inexperienced. Let's do it. I'm gonna assault
Alright.
you.
Okay.
I don't want to spend 3 turns trying to kill these guys.
So I have 8 left.
Capture them. I do have 1 sub, and I have 9 other dudes.
Okay. So I got 8, and just that's it. And I need.
Need 5.
Need
I'm
5.
back. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. So I got 2, and
I scored 6.
and I had a 6 on here, so that'd be a reroll for special.
You could try to get a. Yep, you try to
Exceptional.
kill an exceptional. Nope. So 2 down.
So, and what did they lose?
Rifle and a rifle.
5.
Yeah.
Okay,
With
so
it, well, actually, 1 more. No. So, because that was a sub. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
okay, so 6, and that's
Yeah.
going to take them well below.
Yeah. Well, 6 to 2. So I'm
Oh,
winning.
so you
and
win.
you're not fanatic. Yeah.
No, so they're going to throw up their arms and say, "Don't."
I'll go ahead and send a rifleman off and capture him.
Okay, so that's another capture there.
Now I could occupy that, or I could roll a d6. I do have a light machine gun. And that cat just jumped over the wall to get out of Riley's room, little asshole.
I heard something, but I'm not sure what it was.
Well, I think I'll occupy that.
So now you have technically secured the bridge,
Yay.
since there's no units within 12, right?
Okay.
Now what we're deciding.
Yeah.
So as it sits right now, you've got 2, 4, 5 plus 5. You've got 10 points already.
All right. But now that I've captured the big bridge, when the reinforcements might start coming.
Right, so this would be like where your captain, you call up the company or battalion and say, hey, we've got the bridge and we're mopping up or doing whatever, and they're gonna start sending the,
So that'd be starting turn 5. Reinforcements
Would be available for both sides.
yeah, 'cause pretty much once you've taken the bridge, that's sort of the trigger for the counter.
Here's next dice.
Get these guys away here, so. Okay. I'm going to make a roll with these guys to fire at this squad right there. So that's just 1 shot, and they get a +1 on the
To wound. Yeah.
wound. The cat's there now to get out. Sure it's within. Where's the range on that? 36. It says +2 actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plus 2 wound.
Okay, so 36, and that'll be short, so 1 dice.
I do.
3,
Bush.
4.
So
Yeah, because they're fighting.
Yeah.
So 4.
Okay.
1 for 4.
I'll use my NCO and reroll.
Okay.
There we go.
Missed.
You don't have an NCO, so.
Nope, I do not.
Get down! Move!
And
Behind the
something-
bush!
Something just slammed in there,
Yeah.
big old 20 millimeter round or whatever it was. So, alright.
Next dice. Wow.
Alright. Now, let's see here. I'm gonna make a morale check for this gun right here. Once again, they're running. is
Okay.
what it is. So I'm gonna see what they're gonna do. So they were regular, so that's what, 9. Okay, so they're gonna stand the ground now after they pull out of their ditch right. So they're gonna stay here and just do a part of a turn. What do we call it? Change facing.
I don't even know if you need to.
Fire. It's gonna fire HE into that squad.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a short, or
Yeah.
normal range.
Yep.
So a 3.
Okay.
You've already gone, I guess. Okay.
Alright, that's a hit.
So 1-inch template.
I'm gonna get 3
I've got mine sitting over here someplace. I've got it marking a page.
Yeah.
So is it just,
Yeah, just something a little high. 3. It's usually used for 1 in.
okay, so,
And you get +1, so killing on 4s.
okay.
Yeah.
One,
I don't have a reroll. I used it.
one dead.
And it's D2 pins.
So,
Full strength's on.
Surprise! That hurts, but not the worst. Okay. This dice. Black. Alright, I need this mortar to hit.
I'm gonna fire at that mortar pit.
you know, the big one up there.
Yeah.
That heavy mortar will cause destruction if it gets a lucky roll.
So I need a 6 on you. I got a 1.
Is that that's the first time you fired them, right?
Yeah.
Black. What do I got? Oh, MMG team. And the last 2 are you. I think I'll just run the MMG. 6 inches. And the last 2 are you. What do we got left? Mortar and that gun, mystery gun up there.
Oh, yeah, so, what do I got left? Well, the mortar, I guess he can, this is a, okay, so the squad that was here moved up.
Right.
Okay, so he's gonna go and take a shot at those guys, so,
We have 2 pins and a dead, well, dead NCO basically.
okay, so he was regular, so that started as a 9, so 8, 7, 6. Oops.
Whoa, foobar.
I'm not even gonna bother.
Okay.
He decided that's enough, seeing his buddies blown up and in pieces.
And getting shelled by a
Nope.
barrage of
He
food
just-
bar.
The one guy just ran off, so left his gun.
I was really worried that you would pass that and then score a 6.
And I will. you
That
can
was a
give me-
3-inch template. Brutal.
Oh, here, these 2 dice?
Yeah.
And I will give you that dice as a victory as well. Okay, and Mr. Mystery up here.
the building, you know it's occupied.
I'm gonna put it on there. This is the 37 millimeter anti-aircraft gun that I figured was up there, so.
Didn't rally, so it tried to rally, but you rolled shitty. So it's got one pin on it, so you could fail that and that would make my day.
So let's see, we used auto cannons.
It's pretty good, actually.
1-inch template for HE. But not in the building, you're just trying to hit the building.
Forgot to add him onto this.
Yeah, the auto cannon? It's a 72-inch range.
So he's well within range. So what is it, just one shot or
No, 2 shots.
2 shots?
Yeah, HE is the 1-inch template, if you wanna fire that out, which I would at the building.
Yeah. So he can take, so first he has to pass it.
Fail!
He has to pass a check. So we use regular and so it's 8.
Fail!
Failed. Yeah.
Thank you! Goes down.
He goes down and that's it.
Woo!
That is it for the
That's thanks to your terrible, because you had 2 pins, you failed a rally, you stayed down, and you only cleared 1 pin.
He's just kinda sitting back.
I forgot about that, because that would have sucked,
Yeah.
because you're probably at short range. You'd be hitting that building on 3s, because you just shoot the building, you ignore the cover.
Yeah.
And
He's
then
kinda
that,
just sitting back.
so the 1-inch templates use the building chart, which is like D3s. So you would have done 2 D3 at +1 against those guys.
Oh, there are 4. I'm missing those here. So one's still in the bag.
No, I took them out.
2. Oh, here it is. It's now. So, all right, so we're rolling into turn
5.
So, we'll see who pulls the first dice, and then that's gonna be getting the, you're basically getting the order that sent the order that you secure the bridge, so your reinforcements will be coming in.
Do you know what the
Counterattack.
Do I know what half the
Yeah,
reinforcements yet?
yeah, I thought we discussed this.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I wrote it down. It's, this is gonna be that advanced element here. So. Cause it was gonna be it's gonna be the 3 tanks. Some,
We talked about it the other day, we didn't talk about it today.
yeah, you were gonna have a Panzer II and then, either 2 Panzer IIIs or a Panzer III and a 4. And then
Okay.
you were gonna have some of those motorcycle guys to come in if you needed them. Oh, I wrote this down. Yeah, it's a Panzer II and either 2 Panzer IIIs or Panzer III or 4.
Which one's a Panzer II?
That's that one. I think it has a 20 millimeter gun and a machine gun on it.
Okay.
So that's like the Recon, and then you're gonna have.
I have a Panzer III, but it'd be probably the light anti-tank gun version.
Well, it could either they had the Gs. Either the Fs or the Gs.
And then I got a Panzer IV-A or B or whatever.
And then, yeah, if you wanted a motorcycle squad, some troops.
I have pretty good at my German one. I have an Italian motorcycle.
Yeah, if you wanna bring them, that's.
I haven't put together my German motorcycles yet. Maybe it'll give me something to do tonight. having a time. Well, actually, these look like Germans-ish, desert Germans.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I got some Panzers and what is a motorcycle platoon? I've never ran one. So do you basically it's like an infantry squad, like cavalry. You just upgrade the motorcycles.
I wonder if it'd be in here.
I have the
Armies of
models.
Germany.
I'll put them together tonight and prime them.
Let's see if it lists it in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. My Armies of Germany book, maybe.
Yeah,
Motorbikes.
probably. I'm not seeing it here.
Which book was the second edition German book? I'm assuming this is the second edition. There was a second edition German book, I'm pretty sure. Well, it'll tell me if I look at the Army Special Rules, it'll tell me if this is the correct book or not.
Or if you just wanna go ahead and start by moving your guys and
This is
whatever.
the old book.
Oh, and these will be separate dice, so I will say you can either run them all individually or run them as a unit or whatever, but they're gonna be different colored dice, that's, I guess is what I'm saying, than your normal troops here.
Krautschützen Squad.
Yeah, there you go, it's those guys.
Yeah, so it's a 1 NCO and 5 men. Add up to 3 additional men with rifles. NCO can have a sub. Can have a light machine gun. Entire squad may be mounted on motorcycles and motorcycles with sidecars for +5 points per man. So it's basically a
That's what they're gonna
8-man
have.
squad with motorcycles.
And that's what you're gonna have is those motorcycles to start with,
Okay.
cause that's how they're coming in, they're a motorcycle.
I will put together the rest of my motorcycles tonight then.
Well,
wanna
maybe, do you wanna go ahead and just, we'll finish up this
stop
turn,
here?
and we can stop here, or you
We
can
just
bring
started
it
turn 5, which is where reinforcements can come in. So
Yeah.
the way we're gonna represent that was we're gonna put a different color order dice in the bag,
Mhm.
right, for them. And you can either use them as the large group movement or individually.
Yeah, I mean, any of those kind of armored platoons or transports or
Yeah.
anything, yeah.
Which I may do for turn 1, just to bring them all in on one dice. Basically like a snap 2-ish type of thing.
I'm not sure, it's something I have to read, if you do that, is that how it is for the whole game? Or is it, you
I
know,
don't think
if you
so.
designate them as a unit?
And when it
It's one
talks about
dice.
in the optional rules for large games, it's just to help facilitate action. But then once it gets broke down, you don't have to. It's optional to you as a player.
So do you wanna do that then, say you can flip flop back and forth?
I would probably only do it for turn 1, honestly, where I
But I
bring.
mean, we have to come up with something as a standard for, if we say we started as a unit, then up to the point to where you break it down and then they can't.
Then they can't do it
They can't reform. as a
Yeah,
unit
because they've
again.
basically been given independent action orders
Right, okay,
through the NCO, where
that makes sense, that's good.
because
I'm
yeah,
cool
then he
with that.
basically gives out the independent action, and then the tank commanders themselves start commanding their own tank. They're not worried about so much about the uniformity of the
Yeah,
command.
you want, did you draw a dice?
No,
We'll see who gets the first action dice, and then we'll know whose reinforcements come on first, and just, play it like that, or do you wanna roll a die?
no, I'm good either way.
Okay,
I'm gonna probably wait on my reinforcements to see what you bring in before I mean, that's kind of black.
So it's you anyway, so I guess that would give you the option that,
So do I have to bring my reinforcements
well,
in?
that was kind of the thing is, so once the bridge is secured, your people are gonna fortify the area and hold the bridge, and then this other unit, independent unit, is gonna come through and facilitate the actual breakthrough and then pass off.
Okay.
So at this point, it's up to you to continue securing the objective and
So,
whatever, and help them out.
Starting
if you
turn
want.
5, I have an order dice to do with one of my normal units, and I have to bring on my
Yeah.
reserves.
Yeah,
So I can bring them in as one, like, on like a run order or an advance. I'd like to try to put that light howitzer on that fucking thing, but I'll need 7s to hit. So
I'd recommend see if you could take that gun.
yeah, I was just
That's
thinking,
gonna hurt.
just run.
Cause remember, you still got that.
I got my artillery barrage still, which I'm planning. That's why I was saving it, because it's
Right.
in the proximity of the road. I was hoping to.
Well, the pre-plot is more or less like what I gather from it is you were putting it up here on this position on the gun.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was putting it there, because I wanted to. That's why I was saving it, because I was hoping to maybe cover some of the road.
Well, that would be good, I guess. Okay, well, if that was your intent, I would move it, because if I come on the board and I stop, I'm gonna be, wherever I'm at, I'm probably gonna be past that.
Well, it's D6 plus 6 though, so I'm gonna force you to not camp back there. That's my goal.
Oh,
I want you to come up. That way,
Right.
because I don't want you to come on the edge of the board and just sit there and just fire tank guns at me. I was hoping to either make you come up close, and then
Well-
my infantry could get involved.
I would say stop, don't think of this as a bolt action game rules thing.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't I wouldn't do that in this situation, the Soviets wouldn't do it. They're coming on the board, like it said in the op order, to counterattack and retake the bridge.
Yeah, but then I guess even maybe not camp's not the right word, but as opposed to an advance order, which will put you about here, where you may still be in range of the artillery, you may want to do a run order, or not come in on the road at all, come in over there. That's kind of why I was just trying to force a little bit of.
No, I see what you're doing, but yeah.
The gun itself is kind of nasty. I like heavy autocannons a lot, but
I guess I was under the impression that's what you were doing, was setting up there to take that gun out, or whatever it happened to be.
so press it and maybe cover some of the road to just
Yeah.
make you either push up strong. I got a run order, and then I got a flamethrower and stuff, and then my stuff coming in. But I didn't want you to just advance to here and get shots, like on the first turn. I was just kind of thinking ahead.
Yeah.
That's why I saved that one. I wasn't too worried about the gun.
The gun itself is sitting there basically, it's like any of the other gun hits, so it's
Right.
considered down and whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the crazy rules like a bunker, so. I mean, you can still pin it, hit it, whatever, it's just everything we have.
I need to get out of this building.
So, yeah, I mean, we can stop here if it's.
Yeah, that
makes
sounds
sense,
good.
and then- But you basically, you've got the first move, if you wanna bring your reinforcements, you can bring them on anytime.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to bring him on right away.
Well, you'd have to bring them on in this turn.
This turn, okay, but not first.
No, I meant, yeah, this turn, they have to come on this turn.
Okay.
So you would just throw your extra dice, well, if you're using it all as one unit, I guess. Just
Oh,
one hit
I see what
right
you're
now.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I put it in the bag,
Yeah,
and then however it draws out, it draws out.
yeah, at that point, yeah, they just have to come on, and then I'll do the same thing with the Soviets.
Okay.
But,
I think
well,
I'll.
no, I guess that kinda contradicts what I was saying earlier, though, that where you had to bring your guys in
Right.
first. Nah, we'll just play it like that, let's
I'll
not
just
over-
bring him on.
let's
I'll
not
just
over-
bring him on first, like a first wave, starting turn 5.
I don't wanna overcomplicate it.
Yep, I hear you.